Good morning, world. Just a quick one. I don't know if any of you got children that have grown up, but they never seem to fail to disappoint. No matter what you teach them, they always have to do the opposite. And I went round my daughter's at the weekend, and when I went into the front room, she's got two new armchairs and a matching sofa. And I said, I haven't seen them before. Where'd you get them from? She says it's quite funny. She was walking down the street not far from her house, and this old chap, she doesn't know him, he just came out and he said, excuse me, he says, are these any good to you? And he said, because I'm moving. And she looked at them and they were practically brand new, so she said, yeah, and so she took them. And I just thought, I was just so disappointed. She could see this. She said, what's the matter? What have I done wrong? I said, the number of times when you were small, I told you not to take sweets from strangers. But they don't listen. Anyway, let's go. School days. When I was at school, a lot of people I'm doing this because a lot of people want to know all about me. Well, at school, I think I was about 4'0". I was tiny. And so my trick at school, I mean, they called it school, it was more like a survival course. And I knew straight away that I wasn't going to be in the top slot for being tough. So I did. The only thing I could do, I got big friends. So I managed to get really friendly with about 3 really big lads, but they weren't the smartest lads in the world, so they were keep them happy. Keep them happy, and you were safe really, because no one would bully me, because they'd got to get through my 3 mates first. And but we had a school bully, and he was like Goliath, and he was constantly taking like half of the smaller lads' dinner money off them every week or every day if it was daily, and it just constantly taking half their money, and if they didn't have any money, he'd take half of their lunch boxes. And so one day I said to my mates, I said, we need to organise something here. I said, we've got to sort of get the whole school involved, and so we secretly sort of got it together that we'd all get round him on the playing fields one lunchtime, and then one of my mates would pick a fight with the bully, and when the bully started knowing that he's going to win, I said, what we've got to do, we've got to stick together. We all jump on the bully. The whole school jump on the bully. And sure enough, that's what happened. And my mate started to fight, got pushed to the ground, and the minute he got pushed to the ground, it was brilliant. The whole school rushed forward at the school bully. And I stepped back, obviously, get out of the way. Because someone's got to supervise this, haven't they? Someone's got to be in charge, and and they kicked him all over the place, bruised him. I think they knocked a couple of teeth out, and he went home crying, and he never came back. I think he must have got a transfer to another school. Must have been the embarrassment, but he never came back, which was quite good. And then for some reason, they all sort of turned on me and said, well, you know, you're like top spot now, Frank, because you brilliant idea. And I was quite pleased with that. And what made it even better was from then on, I only took a quarter of their dinner money off them, because I'm not that kind of a person, you know. I'm not half. That's terrible, isn't it? So I only took a quarter of their dinner money, and just one of their sandwiches at lunchtime, and that's really a lesson in politics, isn't it? You get a political leader that just robbing you blind, and government taking every penny off you, and we all get annoyed, so we vote for the person that's got the solution, and we win the vote, and now they're in power, and they still take all your money off you, but not quite as much. So, oh well, it's better than taking 50%. They're only taking 30% now. So I should have gone into politics, shouldn't I? Anyway, that was it. None of this is true, by the way. This is all, well, sort of true, but not that bad. Anyway, I keep getting asked to do a few times now a John Denver song called My Sweet Lady, and this I've got to keep explaining. Have to keep explaining to people how not very good I am, because that I'll just show you. I've got to get the guitar out now. I've been sort of looking at people playing it, and it's everything that I can't sort of do, because it starts up here and here. Something like that, and if I tried to learn to play that, it would take me weeks, and it would never be spot on. It would take a long time, and that's why I always say on my videos they're not guitar lessons, because I don't know if you've noticed, for me time isn't something I have a lot of. So if I did it like that, a couple of things take me a long time to learn. Another thing is I can't sing in that key very well, so it would sound awful, and it'd be all stop and starting. So I don't know whether to do the song or not. I've explained, well, if I do it, it will be something like this. So in the comments, if you want me to carry on and do the song, or just forget that one, it's up to you. But it would be like this. Lady, are you crying? Do the tears belong to me? Do you think our time together was all gone? And so on. Probably not in that key anyway, but probably better. So, if I do it, which I probably will, because I don't really care, that's me, you know, wild and free, don't care. Wife's at work, I can do what I want. Went to the seaside. Oh, my wife's on a diet now, because she's not, I don't think she's that big, but you know what they're like. We went to the seaside yesterday, and she gets a towel on the beach and she's lying there, and she says she could do with love an ice cream. So I said, okay, I'll go and get an ice cream. And so I go off to get an ice cream, coming back with these 2 ice creams, 99s actually. I don't know if any of you get it in America. It's a whippy ice cream in a cone with a chocolate flake in. And coming back, and when I look back, there's a big crowd. There's a big crowd around where my wife was, and I thought, what's happened? So I go rushing down there. When I get closer, I see they're all throwing buckets of water on her and trying to drag her back out into the sea. It was terrible. Anyway, managed to sort that out in the end, but she said she's going to go on a diet now. I don't know why. Anyway, that's about it for this morning. I've got to try and do that, probably do that song like that, but that's just to let you know how, basically let you know how not brilliant I am. I mean, I could probably learn it. It's a bit like Stairway to Heaven with Led Zeppelin. I mean, I can play that flashy, well, it's not flashy really, but that bit that goes sort of like that sort of thing. But if I did that, I couldn't sing it. So if I did Stairway to Heaven, it'd be like this. There's a lady who thinks all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Which is not quite Led Zeppelin, is it? I suppose you could say it's been franked. Anyway, I'm not awake yet. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. Thank you everybody for being so kind. There's so many comments. I get people feel safe on my site. Obviously don't know me, but it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Got to take the dog out for a walk now. His morning walk with the cat, obviously. Right, see you all later.